77% of larger women have said that they have experienced negative attitudes in men while on the dating scene. They all agreed that when they are chatting to men, men perceive them as being easy to pull and almost desperate. That's how they think men perceive them. And that's what we're trying to find out. Our telephone number is 6797104. Margaret, you're on FM104. How are you, Margaret?
Hey, yeah.
Now, Margaret, what did you want to say?
No, every time I'm in a pub, like, a bit on the obese side, yeah?
Right.
And, like, men is all over the place. Like, I happen to be bleeding drunk. You know, they probably see me like that film, Shallow Hall or something. I don't know. But, like, one night, like, I normally run back to my apartment and I have a big bed and all, but I went back to this guy and, like, he's well older than myself, but being the size I am, I'm kind of desperate to look for love. And I stepped in his bed.
Sorry, did you just say what I thought you said? Being the size you are, you're desperate for love.
Yeah, because, like, I'm, like, in size 22.
Yeah.
And nobody look at me, like, they kind of, I guess, start walking down the road and all. And
so if you get a bit of a look in,
the knickers are dropped, Adrian.
So you are desperate.
Yeah, because I can't see anybody loving me for the size I am. And then when I went to this bloke's house, like, he's way thinner than me, and we were having sex in his bed, and my bed is a king size bed, and his was a single bed, and the bed collapsed.
Oh.
No, I like don't like sound like funny like this, but the bed collapsed, and he gave me his phone number, like, in the pub, and that's what we went back, and he says, meet me here, and I rang him, and then he actually rang me to pay for the bed. At the, like, you know, he got his naughty ways and all, and the bed collapsed. And I'm just, like, a bit disgusted because, like, he has a single bed, it must be years old, but I just feel used, like, by him sending me the bill and all for the fucking bed. And then the night after then, I went to the pub, and another bloke picked me up, and he had a double bed, and because I can't get into a steady relationship because of my weight, I'm on the obese side, I'm just looking for love and just...
And any attention, so...
Any attention I can get, I will see for anybody. Just to think, like, maybe...
That's totally and utterly letting yourself down, Margaret.
Yeah, but, like, the size I am, like I says...
So why don't you try and lose some weight then? And get a bit more confidence in yourself?
I'm 22 stone, I'm after losing 3 stone, so that's a big achievement for me.
No, and that's great, but would it not be better for you to concentrate on losing weight rather than jumping into bed with blokes because they make you feel good because they're looking at you when really they're only using you?
Having sex and anyway in bed, either way. But I honestly, I am on a diet. I don't know what is going on, and if I go to a pub and someone chats me up, and that's it, straight away I'm there. And I'll sleep in anybody's bed just to feel a bit of loving.
Okay, stay there for 1 second. Christine, you're on FM104. How are you, Christine?
How are you, Adrian? I'm gobsmacked at that woman.
Yes, I'm kind of gobsmacked with her myself, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a big girl now, Adrian. I'm a size 20, you know what I mean? And, like, there's no way I'd go out and give that off to people when I'm out, you know what I mean? Like,
but is there this perception out there, Christine, that big girls are easier to get into bed? Is that how men perceive you?
Yeah, a lot of men are like that, and they think because you're a big girl that, you know, you'll take anything you can get, but it's not like that at all.
But it's certainly not like that with you. And what do you make of what Margaret was saying, that she just wants a bit of loving?
I'm absolutely gobsmacked because I'm not being disrespectful towards that woman, but at the end of the day, people that have kind of look about things, you know, that girl said she's on a diet and she's going to lose weight and all this. Is she still going to have that perception of herself when she loses weight? Is she still going to let men treat her like that?
Well, Margaret,
if that's what you give out, Adrian, that's what you're going to get back. I'm a big girl myself, and believe me, like, I'm on a diet as well, and it's very fucking hard, like, it really is. But that girl, like, she could be a size 10 now in a year's time, and she'd have after putting herself down that much, that she'd still be going out doing that and not realising...
Margaret, why do you put yourself down so much? Why do you have such a negative opinion of yourself and your appearance?
Because the size of me, Adrian, I know I'd never get a decent bloke, and then it's just like for a bit of loving and feel a bit of support, like I'm not getting, and maybe a bit of sex makes me feel happy, and someone that I think that night they're telling me that they love them, that they love me, and then the next morning and their phone is knocked off, everything else. I'm getting billed for a bed that I broke because it's that big. And, you know, it's just anybody who's making me feel happy and a bit loved.
You're not being made feel happy, you're just being used. You're just being used by men who just want to ride.
Yeah, but Adrian, at the end of the day, like, little girls, like, the size 8 and 6, like, whatever, 12 or something like that, they can go out because they have the figure to do it. And ride men, big or small, so why can't I do it and feel happy the way little heroes do it? Like, size 10 and 12, so I'm kind of...
If she's happy doing that, that's for her, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I know quite well she's not happy doing it. I can tell you she's not happy doing it.
Adrian, a lot of big girls, believe me, like me and my friends, like, you know, we're big girls, and what we tend to do a lot of the time is jump on it before other people do about our weight. They'd make a comment about us and we'd say, what, are you calling me fat? And we'd kind of make a joke of it to kind of break the ice and have a bit of a laugh about it. But believe me when I tell you, like that woman, my head goes out to her because obviously she has that much low confidence because of her
Absolutely,
weight.
yeah, I agree. Sarah, you're on FM104. How are you, Sarah?
Hi, how are you?
Grand, thank you, Sarah. Now, it's Margaret you wanted to talk to, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Margaret, I'm a big woman, right? I'm a big girl, and I know I'm a big girl. Now, personally, it doesn't bother the bananas out of me what anyone thinks what size I am, right? But you have no confidence in yourself. If you were going to just take the first offer you get and go home with a fella, just because you're going to get it from him off the fear of not getting it from anyone else and not being loved, you have no self-esteem, you have no pride in yourself, you have no respect for yourself as well, to just go home with the first fella that will, you know, bring you home. Do you have no confidence?
Yeah, I have confidence, like, but it's kind of when I go out and all my friends is in a relationship, they're all married, and I'm single, and then I'm kind of being slagged, like, called fucking this name and that name, and then whoever shows me a bit of attention, then that's it. I feel a bit loved, and then they'll give me mobile numbers.
But they're not loving you. They're not loving you. It's like...
Yeah, but they're loving the night.
They're loving the night,
I
but...
feel happy the next morning when I wake up.
But do you not feel that, like, okay...
I do feel used.
They loved you for the night, but they won't contact again, or they'll know the next night to meet you in the club, or the next night to pick you up in the pub, that they're actually making you look as easy as anything. Like, you should, and I'm not dogging you, don't get me wrong, I've struggled with my weight for years. And the majority of friends I hang out with are a size 10 and a size 12. And to me, I couldn't give a shite what size I am. It's my personality, and that's what you need to think about. Don't be letting fellas use you for just your body. If they want to be with you, let them be with you because your personality, not because they think you're easy.
Yeah, but, like, as I said, like, the friends I met, like, they're probably, like, thinner than me, like, way thinner than me. I'm probably double the size of them. But they can go to the pub, and then I can...
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, who got cut off there?
Hello?
Oh, who's that? Is that Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, she got cut off. I don't know what happened to her. When you hear a woman like that who appears to have no confidence, and this is obviously what men pick up on, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But, like, if you have no confidence, like, we can all act like we know everything and, you know, we're the next Beyonce when we get a few drinks in us, but she needs to start realising she's worth more than that. She needs to start, like, it is very hard to lose weight once you get overweight, and I know that myself. But I mean, I play football and I play sports. Now, the girls on the football team I play with, they're half my size, but I don't give a crap. Like, and if fellas want to give attention, they'll give attention for the personality, and you're low. Like, weight can be lost, but a fella that just brings a girl home for the one night because of her weight and because he's getting it easy, he's not worth bothering about. She really needs some confidence.
And do you ever, or have you ever felt that you're getting attention from men because you're a bigger girl?
Oh yeah, like, lads look straight at your boobs without a shadow of a doubt. When you're a bigger girl, you have bigger boobs than a size 8 or a size 10 girl, and they will look straight. But the thing is, we don't need attention from lads who think they can get just one night. Like, it's not fair that there is an awful lot of stigma in thin girls going around with their short skirts and all that. Stout girls and big girls can dress as good as any other thin girl, and we can get the attention, but at the end of the day, Margaret has absolutely no confidence in herself. She really, really needs. And as for not finding love, that's bananas, because there's plenty of lads that think a woman that has curves is better than a pole.
No, I know there are. I know there are lots of men. I've spoken to many men on this show over the years who much rather a bigger girl. But so you have felt that, like I said, 77% of larger women said that they've experienced negative attitudes in men while on the dating scene. They feel that when they're chatting to men perceive them as being easy to pull and almost desperate. And you have felt that vibe yourself, have you?
Well, yeah, years ago now. Like, I'm in a long-term relationship for the last 10, 15 years, and there'd be a few questions asked if I went home with someone for the one night where my husband is concerned. But years ago, yeah. But even as it stands now, if I go to a nightclub with the girls that I hang out with, of course, it is embarrassing. Say if you're in a tight nightclub packed and the girls are able to walk through the crowd, no problem, and you're excuse me, and people do turn around and look at you, and if you're out dancing, of course the lads will go for the thin girls, but it'll always be the drunken Joe in the corner that'll go for the stout girl.
Okay, stay there for a second. Sarah, you're on FM104. Hi, Sarah.
Hiya, how's it going?
Grand, thanks, Sarah. Now, what did you want to say on this?
I just wanted to talk to that girl, like the first girl that was on. I don't know her name.
Margaret, well, she's not there at the moment, but go on.
Right. But basically, if she lost the weight, she wouldn't have to go around. I don't understand why she's going around sleeping with lads just because she's fat,
Because, what she said was she feels she's getting a bit of love and attention. That's what she said.
But she's just going to make herself feel fit in the long run. At the end of the day, she's just making herself feel worse the next day, Like the day after, I was a big girl, and I know what it's like. You feel like shit, But when you lose...
And did you feel that sort of negative attention from...
No, I didn't. I never felt like that. Because I never really put myself out there, kind of. I just went and lost all the weight. Once I felt I was a whale, I went and lost the weight. Do you know what I mean? But I never felt like lads were looking at me in that way. Never. But you do have bigger builds. You do have whopper builds, when you're a big girl. But the minute I lost the weight, it was completely different.
And when you hear somebody like that lady, Margaret, who's, she gets a bit of male attention, she's delighted with herself, and she just kind of clings on to it almost. She's so thrilled.
I've never felt so sorry for somebody in my whole life. I feel so sorry for her, I really do. I don't know whether she was just joking or not, whether, kind of half of me thinks she was taking the piss.
Yeah, half of me does as well, except that I have seen it with girls before. I've seen it with...
they don't need to do that. There is men out there that like bigger girls. They don't need to go and cling on to the first person that comes along just because of, a ride. They don't need to do that. Because there's men out there that do it. But if they feel that way about things, then lose the weight. It's not that hard to go for an extra walk a day and to cut out food. It's not hard.
Margaret, she's not there. No, she's not there. I don't know what's wrong with her phone.
You know what I mean? So you can't. The big fat people. It sounds awful, but fat people just can't moan. It's not that hard to lose weight. I mean, if you want to lose it quickly, then you work extra harder. But if you want to just over time lose it, then just cut out the shite that you're eating and just go for an extra walk a day or walk. Don't use the elevator. Just go up the stairs. Little things like that make a big difference.
All right, stay there for a second. Lisa, you're on FM104. How are you, Lisa?
Well, what's the crack?
How are you? What did you want to say on this?
Well, I've nothing against fat people at all now, right? But when I'm out on a night out, I do always see that the fat girls are always the ones to go quicker and all that with the lads. I mean, I'm not, I've no problem with fat people. I'm not a model myself, but I do find that the fat girls are much easier than the good-looking skinny girls. Because the fat girls... The fat girls have no standards. There's no standards. Because nobody looks at them really unless they're just gagging for it.
No, I think that the really, really skinny people are the ones that go the first. I honestly do think...
Well, mind you, Sarah, I spoke to a girl the other night, a Lithuanian girl. Herself and all her blonde friends from Lithuania are all gorgeous and nobody comes near them. The lads are just afraid. The lads are afraid to come near them, obviously, because they think they're going to get a no.
And that's what I think. I really feel that because who works hard for a fat girl? In fairness,
if lads I don't know. I just feel like even now I'd feel fat around. I'd feel like I wouldn't be the first one to go because it'd be more skinnier girls. I'm talking size 8 girls that would go beforehand.
No, I definitely think that the fat girls are easy.
No, I really don't think that at all. Like, I really don't.
Skinny girls have standards and they'll say no, like a fat person won't.
So if a girl's going to be a slut, she's going to be a slut no matter what.
No, I know what you're saying, like, but there's more chance of a fat girl just settling than there is a skinny girl. Cause
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second.
The fella that will settle for the fat girl.
No, I don't believe that for a second. If you're needy, you're going to want it off anyone. It doesn't matter about your size. Size is just... If you're clingy like that.
A lot of the girls I know from around my hometown, a lot of the fatter ones would be the sluts, and the skinnier ones would actually be the ones that have more respect for themselves.
And what do you think this is because they are desperate for it? Like that girl Margaret there a few minutes ago.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
If you're clingy full stop. It doesn't matter about your weight. Doesn't matter about your weight.
I'm not talking about being clingy. I'm saying beggars can't be choosers. Fat girls I don't think aren't the most attractive when you're out on a night out and they're all in their little dresses and all that. So naturally, they're going to want to go home with anybody who'll take them because.
There's some big girls that are gorgeous though. But some big girls are gorgeous.
Girl home.
Like, not all fat people are mingers. Like, same way, not all skinny people are gorgeous either. Like,
I'm not saying all fat people are mingers. I'm just saying that most of them are easy.
No,
most of them are easy.
No, I really don't.
I don't know, maybe I sound like I'm being a bitch, but I just know from my hometown and what I see, and even
being a bitch, but I just don't believe that for a second, like, from my own experience.
I will admit, like, I know men, and when they want to get the leg over or whatever, and they don't want to work for it, they'll approach a fat girl before a skinny girl, because they know there's more of a guarantee with the fat girl.
And you see, Sarah, from what I heard, from what I heard from the other side of the coin, a group of really good-looking girls, the lads are obviously too intimidated to go near them. Do you know what I mean?
No, like, I don't know. I can only go by my own experiences and, like, what I see in nightclubs, and like maybe it goes by different areas and what way these lads are dragged up or brought up. I don't know, but from, like, where I am at the minute, don't go for the big girls.
Okay, stay there for a second. Liz, you're on FM104. How are you, Liz?
I'm just shocked listening to that girl. Like, you know, I think she's absolutely off a rocker. I mean, that fat girl will just settle for anything. I mean...
Well, listening to that girl Margaret a while ago, she was a big girl and she was pretty much saying she'll settle for anything.
She just has no self-confidence, you know, and it's all about your inner confidence and with your confidence in yourself. And
confidence.
Well, that's the problem. If that girl,
confidence, that's the problem.
That's my point exactly. If that girl doesn't have confidence in herself, that's an issue that she has, you know. She either has to lose the weight to make herself feel better, or she just has to get to grips with who she is and accept herself for what she is and dress to the size that she has, you know. I mean, I'm a curvy girl. I'm a size 14. I mean, now you see the difference. People say big girls. There's different are curvy women, you know. There's difference in a curvy woman and a fat woman, you know. There definitely is. I mean, you can have beautiful curvy women, size 14. They have great hips, great bone, great shape, flat tummy, all that. Then you have the size 14 that don't carry the weight so good. They carry it on their stomach or something like that. Now, I have a bit of a belly on me. I make no shame about that. But I'm telling you now, any man that even tries to tap this ass, I'll make them work for it. Let me tell you. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I am bubbly, I'm outgoing, and I think people are attracted to me because of that also, you know. I mean, I have a pretty face.
You're just covering up your lack of confidence. That's all you're doing.
You
sound like you're covering up your lack of confidence.
Why would I be covering up anything? I am confident in myself.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself that you're...
See, the thing is with you now, the problem is with you now, you're just hating because you're skinny and starving, you know, and you're depriving yourself and you're going down like a little bit.
When I came on this show, I said I'm not skinny, I'm no model. But
what's the problem then?
I'm not a big fatso either.
Yeah, so what's the problem then?
And if I was a big fatso, I probably would settle easier because I know that...
Oh my God, well then you have no self-respect.
For something they're not...
Shut up and give it a rest for a minute. You're just babbling on there. You need to look at yourself then and get a bit of self-respect and a bit of self-confidence for yourself then.
To a gym.
Who does?
You do, obviously.
Why would I need to go to a gym?
Go and buy a treadmill.
Why would I need to buy a treadmill, I'm asking you?
Sorry, what?
Why would I need to buy a treadmill or go to a gym?
You just said you're overweight and you're saying that you make boys work.
I didn't say I'm overweight. I said I'm a size. I didn't say...
She only said she said she's just... What did you say, 14?
I said I'm 14, which is perfectly acceptable, which is the average size for any woman.
I'm overweight now, in fairness.
That's an average size for any woman. If you want to be...
And I would too. That's fair, like.
What is wrong with that? Is there something wrong with you?
It's really actually something wrong with that girl. If you have no confidence, that's fine.
I know, and you have no confidence. That's all I'm saying.
I have lots of confidence. I am a very confident girl, woman actually I should put it.
Well,
I am very confident.
Confident woman. You sound like somebody who's trying to convince themselves that a man would work for you.
Oh my God. I don't need
Liz, let me ask you, why do so many men, as it appears, have that attitude that bigger girls are easier to get into bed? Why do they feel that?
They don't have that attitude.
I know. Here, I can tell you for a fact, Liz, that they do. A lot of men do have that attitude. I can tell you that for a fact.
No, listen, but anyway, I haven't seen, I haven't experienced it, and another thing, maybe because I haven't experienced it anyway, because I'm married a while as well, do you know what I mean? So I haven't been out there in the dating scene as of the last 2 years, so I don't know, maybe they do, but when I was single and before all that, and let me tell you, I have friends my size, and I'm telling you now, they can have the pick of men. And that is the truth. They're very good-looking, pretty girls. They have lots of confidence about themselves.
Their pick of men is because the men are too intimidated to go for the good-looking ones.
Oh God, will you ask her to give it a rest while I explain myself, please? Because I just can't even tolerate listening to that girl now at this stage. That girl has no self-respect or no self-confidence for herself.
No confidence.
My God, will you ask that girl to give her a break? I'm not even talking.
Give it a break there, Lisa. Let her speak. Go on,
I'm not even
Liz.
talking to you. I'm talking to Jeremy.
Well, no, you're actually you're talking to Adrian.
Adrian, sorry, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to that lunatic on the other end of the phone. There are some women out there that don't have confidence in themselves, And the thing I've learned over... My God. Oh, my God.
Seriously, Lisa, put a sock in it. Put a sock in it, will you? Here, Liz, stay there for 1 second. Let me go to John. You're on FM104. How are you, John?
Adrian, how are you?
Grand, thanks, John. What did you want to say on this?
I just wanted to say, Adrian, and I was talking to Jeremy there earlier on. A few years ago there, you would go, Jesus, we all done it. Which good looking here. If you hadn't got a chance there, you'd go, as the night goes on, Adrian, your needs get, as one say, gets lower and lower and lower. And you would, you'd settle for anything.
Liz, what would you... Stay there, John. Liz, what would you say to this text? These girls are what we all call end-of-the-nighters.
Oh, my God. Look, come here, at the end of the day, Jeremy, my point is, the girls that give themselves that easy to a man, they obviously have no self-respect or no self-confidence. And the thing I've learned over the years, if you can't accept yourself for who you are, if you're a size 14 and you're not going to go out there and lose the weight, or you're not going to do anything about it, you need to get happy with who you are. You know what I mean? You've no other option, because that is what you are. So, unless you get like that, well, then that's how you're going to be perceived.
Okay, but listen to what John is saying here, Liz. John, you're admitting that when you were younger, you did go for the bigger girls.
As we used to call it, a bus home, Adrian. And
Lord. Oh my, but that's just, you see, I wouldn't even go with someone like that, because the impression I've got of him now, that he's riddled. Do you know what I mean? That he would just give himself to anybody and anything, so I would just advise him, to play it.
But how would you know, at the end of the stage?
Yeah, I'd know, let me tell you, because I tell you one thing, if I seen you eyeing up girls all night and you're moving from one to another because they're all turned back on you, I'd know to keep clear from you, because you obviously haven't got high standards, or you don't respect yourself.
You wouldn't have had a clue. You wouldn't have had a notion what we were doing.
I know.
You know what I mean? We'd be so sly, we'd be like foxes.
Oh God, that is just
If we weren't getting in with her, we'd be getting in another. And if she wasn't having a part of it, we'd be looking at...
You're not even picky, you just go with anybody.
It wasn't the fact of that going with anyone. Look,
exactly, you still have standards. She mightn't be a first pick of the night, but you wouldn't go with some fat, smelly out thing.
It went from an 8 to a 10 to a 12 to a 14 to a 16, and
let me ask you, why would you even want to? Why would you eat? I have to be honest with you right now, and I'm telling you the God honest truth, right? I'm not a size 8, and by no means would I like to be a size 8. I'd love to be a nice curvy 10 or a nice 12. That's my idea. That's where I'd love to be, because them women have shape to their body. They're womanly. Do you know what I mean? They don't look like their child.
You know what? I tell you what I'd say to you. Listen, these women, we bring them home and we gave them loving. Whether we were a size 8 or a size 16, like I said, it was a last resort, and as we used to call it, the bus home, and that was the end of it. You know what I mean?
I find that shocking, I really do, because, as I said to you...
I'm serious. You know what I mean? It was better going home on your own. It was better than going home on your own. I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Oh my Lord.
Bear goggles, the whole lot. Look, come here. You're right. Yeah, come on. We're doing
That's absolutely shameful. I swear to God, I hope I bring my child up there and that.
sick. It was coming home, and that was the end of it. I tell you what, got an awful second shock the next fucking morning when I woke up. But sure, look. That's just the way it was years ago, you know?
Absolutely madness. I honestly, God, I find that madness. But to make a serious point, that girl, that is obviously big, and she has no self-respect for herself. I mean, she just has to she just has to learn how to like herself, or else lose a bit of weight where she's comfortable. But she definitely needs self-confidence, self-respect.
For a minute. There's no need for that. Lose a bit of weight, this, that, that. Look, all the big girls, look, they need loving as well.
That's what I just said. I'm saying that girl needs to get confidence in herself, do you know? And I'm saying if she can't get that at that size, well then that's something that she needs to deal with.
But it is, Liz, something sadly that a lot of bigger girls do suffer from is confidence or a lack of confidence.
Yeah, well, Adrian, let me tell you, right? I have a sister now, and I'm not even joking with you, Adrian. You could hang her up by a set of pegs now. She's that thin. You could dry her outside. I'm not even joking with you. She's dry like a piece of paper. She's that skinny. Her bones are sticking out, and her confidence is so low you wouldn't even believe it. And there's girls that are actually starving themselves to get her body. So I mean, there's women out there that are skinny that are not happy. There are women out there that are size 12. Women are just always picky. Do you know what I mean? So my thing is, get happy with what you have, or else change it. Do you know what I mean? And get a bit of confidence.
Okay, stay there for 1 second. Sean, you're on FM104. How are you, Sean?
How are you, Adrian?
Grand, thank you, Sean. Now, it's Lisa you wanted to talk to, is it?
Yeah, the man on the line there.
Sorry?
The man there, what's his name?
Oh, John.
John, he's being completely discriminatory against fat girls. There's nothing wrong with him.
He didn't say there was.
So he was the one giving out about fat girls.
I never said there was.
He brings them home and gives them loving.
All I said was this. I'd rather hang out for the slimmer girls first, and that's been out straight. If they weren't happening, I'd move on to the bigger girls, and if they, I'd always go home with something. You know what I mean?
No. There's nothing wrong with a fat girl. Sure, I've mates who are fat girls as well, and sure, the bigger the girl, the bigger the personality, like.
They just need an extra bit of loving. That's all I said.
Extra bit of loving.
Sure, look. I had a mate there last weekend. He was out in Coppers last weekend, and sure, like, the girl was fast, but sure, she was game friendly. She was just sitting in a dark corner, and sure, he got his bit with her, like.
Oh, for God's sake.
Isn't that what it's about, though? Isn't that what it's about?
And you're telling him he's not respecting girls? You're not bleeding more, you're bleeding me. You need to be straight about it.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, God, you have gobshites on this phone. I don't even know what they're talking about.
You see, here's the reality, Liz. These are the men that are out and about in Dublin. These are the men who are trying to chat up women and are going for the bigger girls. I mean, like I said, 77% of larger women said that they've experienced negative attitudes from men.
Jesus, well, you know what? The thing is, they just either have to let them work for it or don't give it up. And then you'll know who's the true ones and who's not at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And let me tell you, if you're going to go home with a fella at the end of the night from a club for a shag anyway, I mean, that just goes to show the type of person you are. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not stuck up. Do you know what I mean? I'm definitely not. I go with the flow as much as anybody else. But, like, if that's what you're going to be doing, well, then either you haven't got high standards either, so it works for both of you. Do you know what I mean? So unless you're going to, you're like in a club, I don't think you're going to meet your ideal man anyway in a club or your ideal woman. You're hardly going to sit there and talk about life prospects like over a pint. And what you have in common, So,
all right, stay there for a second. 6797104 is our number. You can also text us. 53104 is our text number if you want to text your opinion to us. 53104. Stacey, you're on FM104. Hiya, Stacey.
What's the story?
Good, Stacey. What did you want to say?
I just wanted to talk to the girl that was saying it's very easy to lose weight and all. They should just go out on the walks. Why do they make it out to be so hard? And all they have to do is go on the treadmill. Come in, I tell you something. I'm a big girl, right? And I have a child, and it is fucking hard to get out and lose weight. It's not that easy. How am I supposed
to find the time when I have a child to rear? I have to bring that child out, feed that child, look after that child. How am I supposed to find the time all day long when I have other things to be doing, to go out and lose all this weight, to look great for pigs of men? Like, it's not that fucking easy. It's not.
Mind you, it was a girl who says that I think it was Sarah was on earlier on, and because she said she was a big girl, but she managed to lose the weight. And she's got kids as well.
Well, I'm sure she had the time to lose weight. Did she have a child? Like, and she should be rearing a child instead of going out and just concentrating on all her weight and on her own self when she has other children to be caring about, like going out losing weight, but looking great for pigs of men to pull her at the end of the day.
No, I don't understand why anyone would want to be approached by pigs and men, as you put them.
I know, but the way she was making out to be was fat girls should go out and lose weight, that it's not that hard, and how is it, like, they can't go out and just do a walk or two during the day and this and that. It is hard at the end of the day. I find it hard. I'm a big girl. I haven't got a lot of time to going out and doing all these walks and starving myself on diets and everything, because it's hard.
Well, Lisa, there you go. It is hard for girls to lose weight.
And then another...
She sounds like a lazy pig.
I sound like a lady pig?
You sound like a lazy pig. That's all you sound like. And you're only probably sour. You're probably only sour because no fella will go near you.
Come here, I tell you, I'm sour, but you sound like a lady that has no fucking respect for herself, that would throw herself at any man at the end of the night and go home with him. That's what you sound like. I have respect for myself, right?
Done anything like that in a long, long
tell you, right? I respect myself. I will make a man work for what he wants.
After yourself, I mean, you obviously, you sound like you live on Chipper and wear the same.
Can I tell you something, love? Can I tell you? I'm big, yeah? Are you listening to me? I am big and I'm beautiful and I am fucking proud, right? You're a shallow heart, that's all you are.
And when the men don't come knocking to you unless they want an easy ride.
You're only a dirty bugger that's jealous. You're only a dirty bugger that's jealous and you're all up and high yourself.
I go to McDonald's and buy myself a couple of Big Macs.
So, come on, yeah, that's right. So we all see now on this fucking show that you have something against fat people, and that's what's called a fucking shallow heart.
Against fat people, but
you're saying I'll go down and buy.
And they're big and fat and me.
You just said I'll go down and buy myself this and that at McDonald's. You're showing yourself that you're an asshole, like you're an.
Can I ask you, Stacey? What do you make of the fact that so many larger women feel a negative attitude from men? They perceive that men have a negative attitude towards them.
I don't feel negative attitudes towards any man. I just feel every man is out.
No, I'm talking about big women believe that men look like. Here's what one woman said. She said, when they see you're a little larger than the average woman, they automatically assume that you're craving some male attention and would gladly hop into bed.
Well, that's not true, because not every big girl would go.
Do you not believe that men look at women like that? The men look at a bigger girl and go, "Jeez, if I can't get a good-looking one, she'll do." Come on, really?
Right, fair enough. No, some men might get away with that. Some bigger girls will go for it because they are sometimes desperate. But most girls have a fucking bit of respect for themselves and won't just throw themselves at them because they're bigger. Like, they have, if anything, because they're lacking a little bit, I'm not saying a lot, but a little bit of confidence, they won't show themselves to men. And that's why they make the men work harder for it until they give a bollocks. And then maybe at the end of the day, they'll give it to them. If they actually give a shite and work for it. Not throwing themselves at. Everybody on this show is making it out that big fat girls go and throw themselves at fellas at the end of the night because they're fat. That is entirely untrue and not fair, and it's absolutely disgusting the way they're all going on. Absolutely sick. We all have a bit of fucking respect for ourselves at the end of the day. I'm a heavy girl. I've had a child. I have weight on me, and you know what? I go out, I feel good to myself, I do myself up, and I don't throw myself at any man that comes near me. I have respect for myself. If a man
and that's great to hear, but that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you about the perception that men seem to have. Emma, you're on FM104. How are you, Emma?
How are you, Adrian?
Grand, thanks, Emma. Now, what did you want to say on this?
I just want to say, like, that I agree with that whole perception of fellas, like, thinking bigger girls are, like, easy and stuff. Like, from my own experience, like, you know, I totally agree with it.
That men do look at women like that. I mean, I'm amazed that it's taken people so long to accept what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, no, I do.
I'm not saying they're right, but I'm saying they do it.
Yeah, like, I mean, I go out now and, like, I dress up and all, you know, and I don't dress in, like, skanky clothes. Like, I don't show any flesh or anything like that, but, like, I'd meet a fella on a night out or whatever, and they talk to me and all, and then they get my number, and then the next day they're all like, oh, I'm basically just looking for the ride, like, and I'm like, well, you can fuck off then, because...
Why, did they actually say that to you?
Yeah, they said that to me, like, the last fella now, like, said that to me, and I was like, you can fuck off, seriously.
My God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, like.
So there is blokes, young men do look at bigger girls and think, right, well, if nothing else she'll do.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's not the first time that's happened to me either. Like, that's happened to me a few times.
So a guy, you text him the next day and he said, oh, sorry, love, I was only looking for the ride.
Well, he mightn't say I was only looking, but he'd be like, oh, do you know, I'm basically just looking for, like, a sex buddy or whatever. Do you know, do you want to come over at the weekend or whatever?
All right, one last call on this. Lorraine, you're on FM104. How are you, Lorraine?
How are you?
Grand, thank you, Lorraine. What do you want to say on this?
Can I speak to Lisa there, please?
You can. Lisa, you there?
I am, yeah.
Lisa, are you from Port Lisa? Don't mind me asking you.
Well, not originally, but I lived down there for a while. Why?
Have you got a little boy?
What difference does that make, in fairness?
Because you can't afford to be talking to people on the radio running the bell, because you're the prostitute that was out in the game of Bedbug Street.
Oh, whoa.
You're the same.
Jesus,
I know you are.
That's some allegation to be making against somebody. Hang on for one second. You can't start making allegations like that against people.
On the radio because of their size is this and the other, but she can't afford to talk. I know her personally, and she was out in Bedbug Street out in the game standing on Muffin, the dirty tramp.
Here, Lisa, I'm going to give you a right of reply here.
You shut your mouth, you big fat pig. I was never out there ever in my life. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Lorraine, sorry, I had to cut that call. Lorraine, you will not name a child on this programme, okay? Do not name a child on this programme, okay?
Yeah.
That's a warning now. I'll cut the call off straight away if you do that again, okay? You're claiming you know this woman's child. You're claiming you know this woman.
I do know her. I know her very well.
Well, actually, no. Well, I've never done any of the above that you said, so you obviously don't know me very well.
I do know you, Lisa. I know you very well, personally very well.
What, have you seen me out around the place or something, is it?
You actually in the friend's house.
Embarrassed because I'm calling you a big fat yoke and then you want to come back and...
I'm not fat, I'm skinny. I'm only in the size 6 in clothes, sorry. So how do you know I'm fat? I'm only a size 6 in clothes.
And how do you know this girl, Lorraine? Or are you sure it's the same person?
Yeah, she was hanging around with a friend of mine up in a certain place in Dublin.
And what of it?
I'm just like, she can't afford to be one of the people down on radio shows calling fat and skinny, this, that, and the other.
Well, I'm not a big heifer. If I am the same girl that you remember, remember that I'm not a big...
I know the voice, Lisa.
...callers tonight on this show.
I know your voice, Lisa.
I don't care if you know my voice.
You're always on the radio show. Now, the couple of times I wanted to ring in and I didn't ring in, and now tonight, when I hear the voice, I'll ring in.
Oh, well done. You managed to put the Happy Meal down.
I did, yes. And a big quarter pounder as well.
Well done, fair play. But do you know what? Whether you know me or not is irrelevant. I'm entitled to my opinion, just like everybody else.
Yeah, well, I'm not fat anyway. I'm only size 6 in clothes, so you can take your fatness back, slagging.
Yeah, well, you can take your little allegation back as well, you little fucker.
I won't.
Okay, enough. It's a very serious allegation to make against somebody, Lorraine, and I'm glad she was on the phone to...
on the phone to talk to her, because she won't want people down on the phone. I know what she is.
Lisa, I'm assuming that allegation is not true. Is that right?
It is true, because I know that girl.
Well, hang on, then.
It's completely 100% false. Like, I mean, who would even make up something like that? I'm a child. Do you know what I mean?
I just told you that you're a child.
Like that, when I have a child, to say that on the air, like, how thick are you?
Because you go to Dublin to get your child minded. Now you know who I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah.
How dare you make an allegation like that against me?
Go away, you fucking tramp.
How dare you, when I have a little kid, how dare you make an allegation like that about me on the air? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Lisa, she's after hanging up her phone. Sorry, Lisa. Do you know that woman?
I do, yeah. I know who she is, but that thing she said there, Adrian, that is 100% lie, and I'm disgusted because I know my family and my friends listen to this show, and I have a kid. And what would people be thinking of me with my kid?
And it didn't go out on the air because I'm very conscious not to allow children to be named on the air, but she did say a child's name, and you did hear it.
No, it wasn't. It was my child, yeah.
So she does know you?
She does, yeah. But that thing she said was a complete lie, and I'm really upset about it because I know that my friends and my family sometimes listen to this show, and I know other parents and all that from around the estate and all are going to be thinking now when they see me, and none of it is true. She's going making dirt of my name on the air on live radio.
Okay, well, I'm happy to have given you the opportunity to clarify that it's not true. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just absolutely disgusted that she did that. You know what? Next time I see her, I'm going to pull her face off.
I know. Here, there's no need for that.
Well, hang on. Would you let somebody make an allegation like that about you?
No, I wouldn't be happy with somebody making an allegation like that about me. No.
Next time I see her, I'm going to wrap her arms around her neck and strangle her. I don't know who she thinks she is.
Let's not go down that road. She's really after upsetting you there.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's after making some really serious allegations against me. I know her. She's only a little tick. She's always doing that. She's full of shit. Is she gone off the air, is she?
Are you back there, Lorraine? No, she's not. She's not.
She's absolutely disgusting. How dare she make allegations like that when I have a young child? If I didn't have a child, I wouldn't even mind so much, but I have a little son, and people know who he is, and people know who I am. Do you know what? Next time I see her, I'm not letting that go. I'm going to confront her over that. You cannot make allegations like that about people.
Okay, sorry, she doesn't want to talk to us.
Oh, yeah, because she's full of shit. That's why she doesn't want to talk to us, because she knows she's after going making up complete lies and putting me in the spot like a tick.
Well, look, Lisa. I had no idea she was going to say that. We'd certainly no intention of having you upset.
I'm just so annoyed. I don't know whether to cry or just break something. I'm fuming. How dare she? Who does she think she is? Making an allegation like that. And if it was even true, or if it had any truth, and I'd say fair enough, but the fact is she's absolutely making shit of my name for something that's 100% false. A lie, and I know her well. I know her to see, and I saw her not so long ago. I tell you, if I had known then that she was going to say what she said, I would have confronted her, because that's just not on. I'm absolutely disgusted.
All right, but look, I'm
so humiliated in my whole life.
Okay, but it's not true, is that right?
Well, it's not true, no, but I mean, it's said now, isn't it?
Well, no, it's nobody's going to believe it's true. Okay, nobody's going to believe it's true. I mean, people say stupid things in anger. People say stupid things for whatever reason. You're here to tell us categorically that her allegation about you is not true.
Yeah, 100% not true. How dare she? She's just a fucking tool. And I tell you one thing, I'll be talking to somebody about the allegations she made, because she's not going to do that to me and my name and my family, because I know a load of people that listen to this show regularly. I've been on this show before when people have said to me up at the schools the next day, "Oh, were you on the phone show?" They would have heard me on this show, so they know I'd be on here sometimes.
Okay, but you've made it clear that woman was talking bullshit.
I know I made it clear, Adrian, but I mean, this woman still came on the radio and said something about me that wasn't true. She's an absolute nutjob, and I know her, and she is a bit crazy.
Well, like I said,
we did have a mutual friend, and she used to be always stirring shit with people, because that's what she does. She's a little bitch.
Well, I'm sorry you've been upset in that way, and yeah, we'll talk to you off air, Lisa. Okay?
Okay, right.
All right. Thanks very much indeed. Look, I'm going to have to leave it at that. Wasn't expecting that.